If you got peonies like these from Costco this season, you may have gotten one of the best deals in gardening. But since peonies can live 50 to 100 years, if you don't start them off right, it could cost you flowers not only for this season, but maybe even the next 2 seasons. And the mistakes that most people make happen in the first 5 minutes of planting. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to start these off right so that you can have massive blooms and not just leaves. Let's dig in. This 3-pack of peony bare roots at Costco was $16.99. So this breaks down to less than $6 a plant. Typically, nurseries charge anywhere from $25 and up for peonies. So yes, this is a serious steal. And as I said before, a peony plant can live 50 to 100 years. So this really can be a one-time investment. So let's open up this package and see what we've got. Now this 3-pack has one alerti, which is this light pink with the creamy center. I love two-tone flowers, so I had to have this. And it has 2 of this deeper, richer Carl Rosenfeld. These are going to complement each other beautifully in the garden, and they don't bloom at exactly the same time. Alerti is a little bit of an earlier bloomer than Carl Rosenfeld. They will overlap a little bit and look beautiful, but having the 2 different varieties really does extend the bloom time. So let's take a look at the packages. You can see that there is some beautiful fresh growth, but I am glad that I got these out of the package because I'm afraid they would have started to wilt. And this is alerti. Now, if you've watched any of my bare root videos before, then you know that the first step is always to soak the roots. Even though these are already blooming a little bit, we still want to soak because we want to rehydrate, because these haven't had a drink in a while since they've been packaged and then shipped and then sat at the store shelf. So in this bowl, I have just room temperature water. You don't want to use anything that's too hot or too cold. If you're using, so I set a timer for 1 hour, which has just gone off. So I drained my bowl of water into a plant pot outside. With peonies, you want to soak for an hour or 2, but no longer. They're not like hydrangeas where they need an overnight soaking, 1 to 2 hours at the most. But now let's take a look at these eyes. The number of eyes that these bare roots have really determine whether or not we're going to get flowers this year or if we're going to have to wait until next year. And that's one of the reasons why I like to buy plants like this from Costco, because the roots tend to be bigger and have more eyes with a higher chance of blooming this year. Sometimes you can find peonies for less money sold individually at places like Lidl, but they tend to be smaller and you may have to wait 2 or even 3 years before you get flowers. But if you wanted to fill your yard with them and you can be patient, that's not a bad idea. So as a general rule, if your bare root has 4 or 5 eyes, you will get flowers this year as long as you plant them correctly. If your bare root has 3 eyes, you will probably get blooms this year. But any less than that, 1 or 2 eyes, and it's very unlikely that you will get flowers this year. However, planting them early gives them the best shot. This big one here is the alerti. Now, there was only 1 of these in the package, and you can see that this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyes. This is an early bloomer, and this really should flower nicely this year. Now, you're never going to get as many blooms the first year as you do in subsequent years. Now, this is one of the Carl Rosenfeld. This also has multiple eyes. So while it's a smaller root, you can see the difference in size between these 2. It's almost double. This one has multiple eyes, and it should also flower this year. Now, this is a bigger root, but there is only 2 visible eyes. Okay, good news. I actually see two more eyes. There's 1 in here. I don't know if you can see that. And then there is another on the outside in here. So we may get blooms on all 3 of these this season, which would be amazing. Now the back of the package says that each bare root will have 2 to 3 eyes, so we really kind of got lucky with these roots. So the next step is to pot or not to pot. Now, normally I pot everything because warmer soil usually leads to plants waking up sooner, growing faster, leafing out earlier, and just being bigger overall for the season. But peonies are different. Because they're cool season flowers, they actually prefer cool soil. Warm soil can actually set them back just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these directly in the ground. They prefer to be planted directly. They really don't like to have their roots disturbed. So if you're able to plant them out directly, you should. Here are some reasons that you might not want to. If your ground is still frozen, it would be a bad idea to plant them, so don't do that. In that case, you would want to pot. If you've had a ton of rain and your soil is muddy or waterlogged, you also wouldn't want to plant these at that time because they could rot. So in both of those instances, you would want to put these in large pots where they can spend a few weeks getting set up while you wait for your conditions to improve. Let's take these outside to the yard and get them planted. I'm going to show you the mistake that so many people make that leads to their peonies not blooming for years. When choosing the area that you're going to plant your peonies, you need an area that has at least 6 hours of full sun. They are sun lovers. If you plant them in an area that doesn't have at least 6 hours of bright sunlight, you'll still get plants, but you will not get nearly as many blooms, and we want all the flowers. So this area that I'm going to plant in here by my fence line gets about 7 hours of light in the morning. It gets a little bit of shade in the early afternoon, and then it gets some sun again later on in the evening. So this should be perfect. It's a good thing that our Costco package came with 3 roots because designers say that you are better off using odd numbers. So I'll be planting the 3 bare root peonies. I'm going to place the Carl Rosenfeld in the back and the Alerti a little bit forward in the center to make a triangle. Peonies get big. They can be over 3 feet tall and wide, so you want to make sure that you're giving them at least 3 feet or 3.5 feet to make sure that they have plenty of space to grow and flourish. You want to make your hole 1.5 times the size of your root, and then to that, all you want to add is a little bit of compost. This is my helper kipper. So in this container, I have just a little bit of compost that I'm going to add to the hole. You don't need to add any fertilizer at this time. If you are worried about your soil, you could put in some bone meal, but you would want to mix that into the soil. I have really fertile soil here because I have chickens and they're always scratching and fertilizing things for me. So all I'm going to add is a little bit of compost. You want to think of it like this. Right now is the time to feed your soil. You don't want to feed the plant until it's actively growing. Let's get our first Carl Rosenfeld. When you're planting peony roots, the eyes should not be any deeper than 1 to 2 inches below the soil line. If you plant your peony bare roots deeper than that, you will get lots of foliage, but no flowers. If you remember anything from this video, remember that the eyes of your peonies should only be 1 to 2 inches below the soil line. I'm going to use these little wooden stakes to mark them because I am going to be planting some other things here. I don't want to forget where I put them. So that will help me to remember exactly where they're placed. Let's do the next 2. And here is Alerti. Now I'm using this roto shovel, which I find really helpful. My ground is really hard and full of roots, so that's what I like to use. And I'll leave a link for that if you're interested in taking a look. Okay, and again, we want to make sure that our eyes are only 1 inch or 2 below the surface of the soil. And I'm going to mark my plant. Okay, so we have our 2 Carl Rosenfeld in the back and our Alerti in the front in a triangle formation, and they are 3 feet apart. Now, peonies are big, bold, and beautiful. They really give your garden that wow factor. but they don't bloom all season. In fact, they have a relatively short blooming period. So it's important that you plant them with other things that are really going to keep your garden blooming all year long. Let me show you what I'm going to be planting in this garden with my peonies. So I have these Monterey Jack daylilies. These are tall daylilies with a beautiful yellow petal and a deep pink throat. And they're going to start blooming right after the peonies fade. And you can see that these are already coming up. Now I got these, all of these plants, for the most part, that I'm going to show you, I got on clearance when my big box stores were getting ready to close for the winter. So that's another tip that I have for you. If they're perennial and hardy for your zone, a lot of the time they can just sit out in your yard. And as you can see, once the temperatures start to warm and the sun becomes a little bit stronger, they will come back, no problem. And then you can plant them. Oftentimes when I hit the clearance racks, I see things, so I say, ooh, I really like that one. I want to get it. And I don't even know where I'm going to put it, but I always find a spot. Sometimes not until the next spring, like with these. Sprinkled in with my daylilies, I'm going to put Pow Wow wild berry coneflowers. These are great for pollinators, and they're going to add a really nice, beautiful pop of pink color to my garden. And I have some rose marble pink salvia. Salvia is a great plant for pollinators. It is low maintenance, easy to care for, and will look great with all of these other plants. Now, when you're planting a garden, you want to make sure that all of your plants enjoy similar conditions. The daylilies and these salvia also take full sun and enjoy the same soil conditions as my peonies. And last but not least, I have these Shasta daisies. Now, these are a perennial that I sell out of my backyard in the summer. These are plugs from plants that I propagated last year, and you can see they are really ready to get out of these containers. Now, normally I up pot these into 1 gallon pots and then I sell them, but some of these are going to go into this garden. Now, these are a white daisy, which is going to make the colors of the other plants really take center stage. And now our next step is going to be to water these in. Watering them in deeply is going to help to settle the plant and remove any air pockets that could be near the roots. During the growing season, you want to water your peonies deeply, about a half a gallon to a gallon per plant every couple of days, but you do want to let them dry out in between waterings. They don't like to be soggy. All of these peonies are going to need to be mulched, but I'm not going to do that today because I do have other things that I'm going to plant. But the last mistake that people often make when planting peonies is they plant them at the right depth, but then they mulch over them, over the top of the peony, and then the peony ends up still being planted too deep because of the mulch. So when you apply your mulch, you want to apply it around the peony, but not directly over the peony, because again, that affects the depth. And if those eyes are lower than 1 to 2 inches below the soil line or the mulch line, you'll end up with foliage and no flowers. Now, I know that most of these plants don't look like anything right now, but that's because they're just starting to wake up from dormancy. This is actually a really great time to plant perennials if you have them, because the cooler temperatures and extra moisture allows your plants to really set roots and get comfortable before the heat and humidity roll in. And that's another great reason to hit those clearance racks in the fall to set yourself up for a really beautiful spring and summer. My next video is going to be all about what to do once your peonies start poking up through the surface so that you can set them up for their best season ever. And in a future video, I'm going to check back in with this garden and show you how everything grows in beautifully together. So don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss that. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day.